Welcome to Everything Currency. This is a show where we talk about everything crypto and mo. I'm your host Jay, and today I want to update you guys on the halving experiment that I'm doing, because remember, we're going to 100 days after the halving and it's starting to heat up. So we're going to look at the Bitcoin price and we're going to look at one project. I'm going to point out one project to you guys. This is going to be called the point out, where I'm going to point out a project to you guys and it looks nice to me. Hopefully you guys do some research and you guys can take a look at it and get back to me with what you guys find and what you guys think of this project. So let's get right into it. So the first thing I want to look at is the Bitcoin price, of course. Going right here, you can see. So the first thing I want to look at is the Bitcoin price. As you can see, we had a pump today. There was a nice 15-minute candle that just completely shot past this line that was, I don't even know how I have this line on this chart, but it was cool because I ended up pulling up this chart and it ended up being relevant to what's going on right now. And I was like, what? We pumped over this, my green line right here, my green line of happiness, we'll call it, which is, what's that level right there? That's 10. It was like 10,000 and it's 10,062. But what's cool is you can see it was like beam resistance up here. Over here is resistance and support a little bit, so that's where it came from. And then right now we have it pumped over it. Got a nice correction. I mean, dang, I can't even talk today. We pumped over this line and we got volume confirmation, and then we got a retest, and now we got a little spike of green showing up right here. So if I switch this to the 1 hour chart, let's see what we got. Yeah, we pumped over the line and came back down and tested it, and now it looks to be going back up. So if this is a true breakout, which volume is what they say, really you should really test your breakouts. And then with this line right here, you would see that we might have a target of like 11,330. Now for me, we're sitting right now on the, I think this is the 618 fib level, which is a common retrace level. They call it the common retrace level for a reason. It's because Bitcoin always wants to go back to, I'm trying to zoom out, but this program was acting silly. See, I had this chart. This chart is so old, but right here you see this is the 618, and right there you can see that it is what we are coming up on right now. So I feel like it's a good time to be in the market right now. But let's get into the Bitcoin experiment. So when I did these calculations was yesterday, and we are at day 300 the last time I made a purchase, which was yesterday, day 300, and I think we got about 70 some days left in this whole experiment. And as you can see right now, that total is worth $330. So through all the ups and downs from when we started this on August 11th of last year, the price was 11.4, and it's been bouncing in between. This is pretty much the high of, no, 14,000 is actually the high, but this was the highest that I paid in this during this whole ordeal, was back then. So, and you can see the prices ranged in between 10,000 and 6,000, I would say. One time it hit down to 5,000, but that was with the whole like COVID crash and all that. So as you can see, this pot of Bitcoin is looking right. It's looking all right. You know, it's not in negative, put it that way. It's in the positive, and we've only been doing this for what, 300 days? Is it even 300 days? It doesn't even seem like it's been that long. But yeah, we're 300 days in on that. Moving on. Fear and greed. What's this guy here? Fear and greed. Looks like people are starting to get greedy. For me, this means take profit. It means you're supposed to get greedy, take profit. You know what I mean? So I feel like when it's up here and greed, people are gonna get greedy, take profit, and the price is gonna go down. People are gonna get fearful, and they're gonna have fear of missing out. You know what I mean? And they're gonna want to buy. It's gonna pump the price. So that's how I judge this thing, this fear and greed index. A lot of people look at it. They just say, hey, look, when people are greedy, the price usually goes down. When people are fearful, price usually goes up. I say that's because people have right here, fear, FOMO, fear of missing out, and then greedy, they get greedy and they take profit. That's what I say. So we got this Forbes article. Bitcoin could surge to 100,000 after because of the stock to flow model. It's looking pretty good. A lot of people are waiting for this breakout. This was the main, this daily thing closing above this line was a pretty solid deal. The only other thing that worries me is that, if you go right here, like we were having some lower lows on this chart, which means the price kept getting low. I messed up. Undo that, and let's just mute it. So this line, I'll probably extend this line out, and hopefully we follow this trajectory right here. This is what I did last time. I just extended the line, and it ended up being a line that we followed for a long time. So considering we make it past, we stay above this point on the 5th, we should start heading in an upward direction. But I mean, the point that we have to break, you probably heard a lot of people talking about it, is the 10.5. Where's that? Go right there, 10.52. That's my next area that we have to break. We're gonna be stuck in this channel for a little bit. Hopefully this line holds up. So by the 5th, we gonna see what's gonna happen in Bitcoin. I suppose if we don't, we're gonna cross this line, then this line's gonna play resistance, and we're probably gonna come down, either bounce here, come down here, and then go and the bears are gonna be like, oh yeah, I told you. So yeah, everybody get ready. Forbes thinks we're going to 100K. Don't know what you think of that. And the point coin that I'm gonna point you guys to today is the Thor chain and Rune. Because go find out. Until next time, peace.